Okay, apparently some trigger did not work if this is still going off. That's fun. What's going on, guys? Hulk, welcome back. Carpy, what's good, dude? Okay. Am a bit confused. Because the ads be done. The ads be done, so why didn't that go off? Let's see if we can debug on the fly here. Hey, enjoy your lurk, guy. Bronco, what's going on, dude? Okay. So, settings. I mean, I have hotkeys should fire. So if I just simulate. Okay. Yeah, for some reason it didn't want to trigger. Turned it on, it didn't want to turn them off. So hopefully that fixes itself later on. We'll see. JB, what's good, dude? Steve, hello, hello. Not a Wendigo. How we doing? Last plat event went fantastic, actually. We finished tied for 6th. The API did not get us. A couple of people removed it in front of us, but it's enough to move us. I think we were going to be there anyway. It was enough to have us remove the one demo mark that we took from the first event of the season. I think we had played like 5 events in the season before we stopped playing plat and moved over to True Sim. So yeah, we are free of it. Free of the demotion marks. Probably our best finish of the game. I didn't look to see, but probably our best plat finish. Went well. And considering I'm pretty bad at putting and stuff still, we had a good tournament. Hulk, if you're still looking about, I have pulled up all of the usernames that are left in my my chatbot with Hulk. I think I have a few names that I need to verify are all you to move the points over. So let me know. Baby's doing good. Baby's doing good. We're not even at 4 months yet, and we got our first tooth that broke through. So that's pretty fun. That's a good time. So we're dealing with that right now. Little tooth action, drooling like crazy. You know, it's always a new thing. She also has managed to roll back to front. Yes. She has managed to do that before 4 months. It's great. It is great fun for us. Thanks for asking. Hey, you too, Carpy. Hope all's well with your chaos. Few months she'll be out driving me. Honestly, wouldn't be too upset at that, you know? Get her working on college scholarship type stuff. All right. It's only able to get 103 on it. I think maybe 105 you could sneak it on. You probably have to Probably have to flop this. I'm just thinking if we pitch it, it's gonna want to roll so far. Maybe it's just a long flop. No, long flop. It's not gonna roll enough, is it? That's gonna be too far. Huh. That one's, yeah. I mean, I suck at flops anyway. Hey, what's going on, Trompler? No true sim this week. I wasn't planning on it. Actually, speaking of the, like, what we're going to be doing, in Discord, under the suggestions tab, I have a straw poll for what game we're going to be starting in addition to golf. I got 3 options up. I'm willing to take other suggestions for in the future, but the 3 options I have up is Donkey Kong Bonanza. We've got Lies of P, and then I put on there as a wild card one a revisit of the original NES Legend of Zelda, because I didn't beat it when we tried to play it last time, and I feel like I want to try and redeem myself. So we've got a few options. Gonna hang high, isn't it? Okay. All right. Fine. That's fine. Hey, thank you for the luck, Steve. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was trying to, I don't know, I was trying to figure out if I wanted to do plat tonight or not, or if I wanted to wait until tomorrow, but I kind of want to get into playing something else as well. So I figured we'll play it tonight. And I hate when they break that much. I hate when they break that much. But that's also probably about, like, I have to be just in a better position. Carpy, how has your return to the game been? I've been able to catch a little bit here and there, but you're also online hours before I'm normally on. I think this is going to be a little short. Good shot, though. Terrible? I say, from what I've seen, I didn't know if things have changed. I don't know. As long as you're enjoying it, that's all that really matters. Although it's definitely a bit different than the old days of sweat rag plat golf. A -20 in True Sim doesn't get you popped, but a -8 in plat does. Because it's not tied to scoring. I'm pretty sure it has to do with a consistency of input. Whether that input is perfect or not is going to be different for everybody, right? Like, if you have 70 swing offset or 58, right? 58 or 56, whatever. Some people play on the base off, you know, I forget what it's called, but the base swing offset on Magician, you know, people don't have as much shaping and stuff, so lies are bigger if they get them. If you're correction, that's the term, yeah. But like if you're consistent, even if you're not hitting perfects, if you're hitting the not exact same, but you know, if you're within a certain margin over and over and over again, I mean, and you miss putts and such, like all of a sudden you cannot score. Like input accuracy and all of that, like tying input accuracy to scoring, you can to a certain extent, but I can't putt for crap, and that can make up a ton of strokes. Ah. But like stuff like that, right? Like I can hit good shots and hit them, you know, within the confines of the perfect and all of that over and over and over again, but if I miss putts, then I'm not going to get the scoring. I mean, I would think, you know, that you're hitting stuff pretty consistently on a minus 20 round. Yeah, but also who knows how much. Who knows if the API is as lenient with TrueSim or not? I mean, I guess TrueSim pops happen, but it's probably not the main priority. Still not a bead counter, Steve? I am trying all sorts of different forms of bead counting. Here's the thing. With bead counting, right, one must still consistently read the beads. Right? So you have to read the beat, like you have to assign the correct value to them. So even just looking at them, like it's not just a gimme of like, oh, you counted beads, therefore you make the putt.
Go and tell your master that we have been charged by God with a sacred quest.
I don't know, Stevie. Thanks for the follow. How's it going? You've had 6 pops in TrueSim, 9 in Plat. This will be the 4th straight no pop in TrueSim. Yeah, I have no idea. I've played under the API one time. I am 1 for 1 in not getting popped. That being said, there's a good chance that I get popped at some point. Been lurking on and off for years? Well, appreciate the follow. And appreciate the support over all this time, of course. Can we chase this up out of the sand somewhere nice? It is pretty nice. I play as a sculptor, Stevie. Was a sculptor in the last game, sculptor in this game. I like to work the ball. Okay, so big kick. And there's a little bit of... So we'll hit the front here, kick up to the right, and then the goal is for it to release back into the left. Much bigger kick to the right, but that's the correct idea. We've been playing since launch, Sir Salt, although I stopped playing for the past 3 months or so as I was on paternity leave. I think we're at like 480 hours, if I remember correctly. So we have a decent amount of time in the game, but definitely pretty low compared to a lot of people. 5-iron. 5-iron's gonna be off the back of the green, isn't it? 6-iron. Okay, I think 6. Pretty good line at it. Should come right up to this down slope. Please sit. Please sit. Please sit. That's so terrifying. That's so terrifying. Got you to get it? You played EA23 for a long time, but then saw this and loved it. Yeah, I mean, I personally enjoy this a lot more than the EA game. Yes, EA looks pretty, but there are some mechanics and stuff that I'm not a huge fan of. Not to mention, they just completely abandoned the game, so that certainly doesn't help anything. I'm gonna play a little baby fade. I'm also just a huge fan of the fact that in this game, your inputs dictate everything. So there's a lot of reward for when you pick a shot and you execute it. You know, you get what you put into it. Right? So like there, okay, I didn't give it enough. I needed just a little bit more distance. In EA, you get the cone of uncertainty, and it doesn't matter how good of a shot you hit because you might just get the bad roll. That, to me, not a fun mechanic. Not a fun mechanic. Come on, man, you gotta turn. Gotta turn. Looking forward to 2K27? I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, it's still a ways off. I guess the only hard part for me is I don't know what sort of changes or improvements they might make, right? They did a real big swing overhaul going into this game. I mean, there's obviously the chance that they overhaul something, or not overhaul, but there's probably a good chance that it's just some tweaks. Yeah, going into the next title. For me, I'm a big fan of the harder difficulties and having competition on those settings because a lot of the stuff on Pro doesn't interest me. I appreciate that they did the ranked tours on Master difficulty. I would appreciate either a harder difficulty head-to-head, or if they had some sort of progressive match play system where as you move up the ranks, then you play on harder difficulties or something, which I think is a concept that is done in MLB The Show. I haven't played, so I don't know, but that's my understanding. Trying to think of like other things. I mean, it would be interesting if they added tempo back to it, but I don't know with the way that they split things, like how you reintroduce tempo. Because effectively then you would have two things that could make you hook the ball or slice the ball. But there's never any mechanic for fat or thin shots. I mean, if they could work out the physics between green and fairway so that you don't get those mega speed ups, that would obviously be pretty nice. 'Cause that's one thing that's pretty annoying. Yeah, I mean, I think always looking forward to the next title, as it theoretically should be better in a lot of ways, or at least, you know, I want to see what improvements they try and make. We took a graphical leap this time. You know, I don't know if there's ever going to be an engine change. Maybe there are engine version upgrades that they can make that will continue to improve the way that things look. But every time a new title drops, you know, there's always some sort of infusion. Yeah, you get a boost to the player base and such. I guess more meaningful content than just clubhouse passes and cosmetics. You know, stuff to keep the mid-cycle more interesting, but realistically these games are 2-year cycles with about 6 months of meaningful support, and then beyond that, you know, the game is just some meaningless meaningless reuse content until we get to the next game. If I don't go driver, it's normally because I'm trying to keep it in wedge territory. I'll go driver if I can drive it up around the green. Otherwise, I'm laying it back so I have full wedge. I hate partials, so I'm always trying to play a full shot if I can. Seven. I don't want to hit a 7-iron into that. In high. I don't know that that's enough to roll it. It's kind of just an awkward shot there. Like, I don't know if I should de-loft it and try and get it to that backstop and hope it rolls back, or if just trying to play that cut in front of it is the better way to go. Swing's feeling pretty good though. You think we have to master a new swing, Steve? I don't know. I don't know, because 21, they had the straight up and down swing with the fast and the slow. and calibration and stuff. 2K23, it felt like they just refined it. Maybe we'll see different offset. Like maybe that stuff will shift. If that shifts, then you have to really relearn and redo some things that could be not so great for me. Red fast. Yes, bring the exploits back. Bring all of the exploits back. I wonder if sometimes when people complain that the swing is too easy, it's that everybody can do the intended swing. But it is also funny because there was a chunk of people who actually were only good because of the red fast. I knew I closed it. Concerned about missing to the right. Actually, not terrible. I was guilty of using it, but only for driver. For whatever reason, the drive was always neutralized, but I played perfect for everything else. I think because of how precise I try and play things, having the predictability of the perfect just worked out better for me rather than being like, I need to aim here and then I need to add this many boxes to the right, and then because it's curving with the wind, I need to add even more like too much. It's a good time. Every game there's a different argument. Every game there's something different going on, different argument, different thing to complain about. People will act like, oh, this game was perfect, or that is. Everybody puts their blinders on, forgets about different things because the next game has something different. I think that's great, yeah, but it's just like how quickly people forget. Right? How quickly we act like new game sucks or new game is great, and it's like the thing we were playing 3 weeks ago just had a different thing. You want to play as me in pro mode? That'd be funny if they had like a way to. Obviously, TGC Tours is not managed in the game, but like if you had, the top X number of players in a society, and then you could play as their character. What's going on, Veritas? GTA 6 will have no bugs, no issues. Oh yeah, it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be perfect. I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna play GTA 6. I bought GTA 5 when it launched back in 2013. I enjoyed it, but it's been... What's going on, Orchada? What's the Now it's been a while. Have we got ourselves a username change, Horchata? Ah, chaotic.
You just, like, don't turn on any lights?
This is how I get my lighting.
No, not here. Not in this room. I'm saying out there.
I just need the stairwell light.
The stairwell light is not on currently.
Well, I would have found that out when I would go
So I was
out in a few
walking down the
minutes.
stairs and I was like, does he just walk in, like, the pitch black every night when
No.
he's done stream?
No.
If so, that's an interesting choice. They're both asleep.
That's good.
Yeah.
So do you, I guess I should call you Horchata now? How's it been, man? Long time no see, hope all is well. I gotta transfer.
He walks in dark and Colby is Batman. Don't get him started on Batman. Don't do it. Not Batman. Bane is the
Well, that's who he's quoting.
I don't like any of them.
I was
Universe.
bored in the darkness. You
I
really
don't-
adapted
I
to.
don't like any of them. Like the three. Let's see.
Batman. Hole 5 got to do quick time events on a diaper change before charged with a stroke penalty. Yeah, we need to. That's how we'll up the difficulty. Is you got quick time events, but they're not actually. The quick time events are not to like put extra spin on the ball or anything. It's just you have to hit certain buttons as they pop up while the ball's in flight, or else it starts to veer.
Did you get new outfit?
Correct. This is not the time to change my
Maybe
character's
that's what the people
outfit.
want.
No, I'm about to go into my flat rounds.
Yeah, maybe the people want it. You don't know what the people want.
No, you're just one of the people. You can't persuade them like this.
I could.
Oh, man.
I also tried to give her medicine. I don't know how in general, if she like needs real medicine and not just Tylenol for teeth, how we're going to give it to her.
This is where you hold the neck back like a cat.
Like a cat.
Right.
Fit check time, see?
It's the same fits.
No, we have to do new fits. They want to see new fits.
You can do new fits.
Now.
Not now.
It's never
no,
gonna
it's
happen.
not.
You and I,
That was not the time.
2 kids, you and I don't talk anymore.
I have to get through 4 rounds. I like to go to bed at a reasonable time.
Yeah, but aren't you playing these plat rounds all week? So
No,
can
I play them all tonight.
So I can play
All
Link,
tonight. One.
that Zelda game. What's
No.
that Zelda game? Yeah, I get it for 3 days.
No.
Did you look into the switch to back compatibility?
No. And depending on how the poll goes, I might be taking the Switch 2 tomorrow.
Why?
Oh yeah, definitely not a bot message. Nope.
Goodness gracious. Such a long message. Who types that much?
A bot.
Like,
What would, a bot would say, "I'm not a bot." It's,
is this chat from all?
this chat's from all. It has the icon. Also, for whatever reason, Witty, I did not see your message. I'm not ignoring you, I promise. I just didn't see it. Hope you're doing well. Yeah.
So outfits?
No. No. Oh, that's what I was gonna check though. I wanted to check the poll results. Which, reminder, there is a poll for what we play next in Discord in the suggestions.
I thought you were playing the Donkey Kong game.
I have it up for a vote. DK is winning. But also...
See, this is the bad part. Now that I have a zoo to take care of, I want to take care of my zoo. I don't want to play this Zelda game.
Well,
But you
You
said
can
I
take-
have to finish Zelda before I play Donkey Kong.
You have like 4 games.
I don't
that
have
are
4.
incomplete. Okay, the zoo you can't complete, but Zelda and 2 Lego games, all incomplete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And,
this
hold
Lego
on,
game I don't like.
hold on.
Because this Lego isn't like
Because
true,
then
like
you
old
have,
school. No,
then
I'm
you have
talking
the
now.
Paper
It's my
Mario
turn.
game
Okay,
that you have on
it's my
the final
turn.
boss.
Nope, I'm not
the
listening
final
to you.
boss. Just one thing left to beat.
It's not, I don't think
it's
it is
done.
the final boss. I think there's another one after it. But I can't get past it and I give up and it's fine. I don't need to finish it. I've gotten what
As
I
much
wanted
as it
to.
breaks my heart, I'll just give you permission to look up how to beat it.
I have and I can't do it.
Can't follow instructions.
And I don't like this Lego Star Wars.
You loved the first 6 episodes. The first 6 episodes are part of the 9 episodes.
No, but they're different. But this game is different than the Wii game.
Well,
And I don't like it.
maybe it'll be
There's
different
weird
now that you
fighting
come
and
back
camera
to
and
it.
camera. It switches to first person, which is weird for a Lego game.
I
Y'all
just
are
hear
deaf here.
I just hear a lot of excuses. What gave it away?
Yeah.
We've only
Known each other for
been married for 5.5 years, but we've been together for
13.
almost 13.
Ew, that's so long.
I know.
At what point will we have known each other
Hey, what's going on, Hunter? At what point
for
we
half of our lives?
we met when we were 18, so at 36, so 5 years.
Math.
Quick
Our
maths.
son has started just shooting out math problems.
And then claims that he's doing math.
He's like, so what is 5 plus 6? And then you say 11. He's like, okay, what's 11 plus 7? He's 3.
Yeah, she makes up for the hair I don't have. Mine's thin and receding. Hers is thick, and she has to get some of it cut out just to make
I
it
have a lot.
manageable.
Thank goodness our son has my hair currently.
But yeah, he starts throwing out. He'll be like, "What's 6 plus 8?" And you'll be like, 14. Then he'll be like, "What's 14 plus 11?" 25. And then he just keeps on adding to it. And then once it gets above 100, he goes, "Wow." And then he starts back over at small numbers. And then I say, "Okay, like we're done." And he's like, "I want to keep doing math." And I was like, "You're not doing math. I'm doing
I had to
math.
tell
You're
him-
asking questions."
He stayed over at my sister's house. He had to sleep over, and he told me that his aunt told him that he couldn't ask why anymore. He had to ask how come, because she was tired of listening to him say why. And then also, the entire time he quizzed me math on the 30-minute drive home, and I said, no more math. And he said, but I want to do math. And I'm like, you're not doing math. And no.
So he came
Oh,
home
also
and I
said-
entertained him
He
with
also
it
said,
for a little bit.
I want to ask questions. I want to talk more. And I said, I'm not saying you can't talk. I'm saying we can't, like, do math. Do math with dad. They said it comes from their mother's father for kids' hair.
Because he'll also, prior to this new math craze,
I don't know. This is
he
within the
normally
past
just
2
throws out a bunch of letters and then is like, "What's that spell?" And I'm
Honestly,
like, "That's
this is better.
not a word."
This is better.
That's because there's at least always an answer to 2 numbers going together. Not, "What does QWF spell?" There's not a word.
Where are the vowels?
Then he'll put like 8 letters together. I'm like, dude, there aren't even that many words once we're starting to get up to this many letters.
Yeah. My dad does have... He had a lot of hair until
I was
my
like, since
sister...
I have known your father,
No.
he does not have much
He had
hair.
a lot of hair until my sister was born.
He kind of has the Minions,
Yeah,
like, hair.
Minions hair now.
Just like the little...
Honestly, basically, I'm waiting for algebra to start getting...
Sandwich plus 7 iron? Well, it depends. In my bag, that's 56 plus 48 for the pitching, 44,
I thought we were doing algebra.
36. So that's 92. Sandwich plus 7 iron equals 92.
Great. Are you ready for, like, fish plus 6 equals what?
2 plus 2 equals fish. I watch Fairly Odd Parents. I know.
1 plus...
You gotta get creative. It's either that or there are a lot of variables in SW plus 7.
That's what I thought we were doing algebra, and I was like, that's a lot.
Okay, so
What
S...
if we do...
What are we solving for? S?
Well, I think we're equals what dad. We're solving for what dad.
Right, but... Okay, so... If you subtract... So you got SW equals what dad minus 7I, and then we can divide it all by 7. I don't know what we're solving for, though. This makes it very difficult. Because there's also W in the what dad.
Bluey plus Luigi divided by Marshall equals what? Ah, yes. Honestly, he's not like Mario. We tried to watch the Mario movie and he's scared. He jump scared about 10 times.
Marshall, are we talking
That's
Paw Patrol?
Yeah.
I'm just making sure.
The Dalmatian.
Well, you know, there are Marshalls in other shows.
Chase is on the case.
Yeah.
Rebel on
the double. Yeah, I'm aware. Thanks to our grandparents. Thanks to our grandparents, or
I was saying his grandparents, my parents.
His grandparents.
I
been
like
introduced to Paw Patrol. It's okay. It's just we were avoiding it, and then it was like
it was actually not as bad as I thought it was. So he's allowed to watch it.
Rocky is your favorite. I haven't paid attention too much to that one. I will actively watch Bluey if it's on. I do not actively watch Paw Patrol. I don't know if you've...
I had to actively watch to make sure that it was
No,
fine.
I know what I'm saying, like, as he's
That's
watching
like we
now.
have this Blaze, like, I don't know, monster truck four-wheeling show that we've been watching that I need to screen, but I really don't want to. He's been watching that at my parents'.
Oh, great.
So now I gotta watch
Can
that.
they stop just introducing him to shows?
What's wrong with just PBS Kids? Bluey is great. I also... What else did we watch with him? Blue's Clues.
Well, you've watched more of that. Although, streaming services make everything super difficult. Because it's like, oh, you're watching the new Blue's Clues.
Started with Blue's Clues and You.
And then all of a sudden, that's not available anymore. So now he's watching Joe.
Right.
The second Blue's Clues guy.
But we're on Paramount. We were watching it on Paramount, who owns Blue's Clues. So you would think that Paramount would have all three of the guys that have had Blue.
I don't know. The way that they sell rights to shows and movies all the time.
So stupid. Scooby-Doo, he is too young for Scooby-Doo.
He will Scooby-Doo and SpongeBob and all those things just when he's a little older.
But we did watch Tom and Jerry, and he's like, hey, that's funny. That mouse just hit that cat with a shovel. So
Yeah.
I don't know that that's really...
What we've recognized is old cartoons have a lot of physical violence.
Which
is funny, but at 3 years old is very impressionable. That it's like, okay. I don't really need that. I don't need my 3-year-old, who is the size of like a 5 going on 6-year-old, to think, haha, hitting things is funny. So we're gonna hold off on the physical violence stuff until like the cognition catches up a little bit. Hey, what's going on, Smits? How you doing, dude?
meanwhile, she just...
I already said she's under 4 months and has already rolled back to front and has a tooth.
Everything. I hate everything. But it's fine.
I was like, why? Can't you wait just a little bit? You gotta catch up to your brother who's ahead of the curve? Like,
I mean, she's gonna be like walking by like 6 months. And I'm not gonna be okay.
I legitimately think by like 9 months at the latest, she'll be walking. I genuinely think that. He was just after a year.
Yeah.
I think she's got him beat by months.
Because she just wants to keep up, which I don't need.
Yeah.
My life gets exponentially harder once they're both mobile.
Yeah, it's nice when you can just like let one of them lay somewhere.
When they're where you leave them.
But that's apparently going out the window very quickly. All Mike Tyson videos? Yeah, pretty much.
So I can dress your character?
No, I'm gonna play Platt.
You've just been wearing the same outfit.
Oh no.
I had to bring the suitcase down. And then I realized
That's why
it
you're
was
down
dark.
here?
Well, yeah.
Why you came down to
And
bother
then
me?
it was dark. I need to know why you keep yourself in the dark.
Not
So
intentionally.
do you want me to turn the stairwell light on?
How are you getting back upstairs in the dark? Just
I
gonna
can
figure
get
your
up
way
in the
upstairs?
dark perfectly fine. Upstairs is lit.
I don't know. You say about for performance boosts, we finished tied for 6th last week with the same outfits as before. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I did mean to have the outfits changed prior to me coming back to play. And that was a few weeks ago. And that didn't happen. And then we just keep forgetting and we were out of town for 4th of July and stuff. It'll happen. It'll happen at some point. But now is not that time. Also, I'm wondering if I put the straw poll in Discord,
You should put it in here.
and I feel like I need to put it into the chats because otherwise I think people are just not going to vote because that's an extra step that they have to take. So, this is for the streams coming up, likely starting tomorrow, unless I decide that I want to play golf instead. But this would be for next variety game. So go have yourselves a little voting. We will take a quick break here, and then we're gonna dive into Plat. All right. Appreciate y'all being here. I'll see you in just a few minutes.
It's raining!
Ads. we're back. And remember to unmute the mic. Reset the capture card. Alright, well now that she's gone, we can get into things. So hopefully the swing's still going well. Hopefully we can do some nice stuff here. Ears, thank you very much for the luck. Appreciate it. We got high winds, blue tees. Extremely firm, very fast. Okay, well that escalated very quickly. What's going on, Nari? What up, what up, what up? Yeah, so poll is out. Let your voices be heard. Let your voices be heard. I'd like to figure out what we're doing for the rest of this week. Or at least what game we're playing next, just in general. Alright. Catch my streams way more often because of YouTube? Is it just that you're on YouTube more often, Nari? And so then you see it like in your suggested whenever I'm live? I mean, the YouTube streaming has honestly been very good to me. YouTube streaming has been a good overall choice for the channel. It's the right distance. Just kind of expected that wind to do a little bit more. So we got a downhill breaker. Always have podcasts on, shows up near the top of the list, plus the notifications. Yeah, I mean, I have complete parity with it. I mean, the algorithms and everything are very different, but yeah, streaming on YouTube has 100% been a positive thing in my eyes. %. See, these are quick, and this is where I struggle, because I think it should turn. Okay, good. I mean, almost high side, but you know what? We're in there. Make the birdie on the first. Birdie putt this past weekend, went in the hole, spun around the cup, and popped out. That would sting so much. That would sting so much. I mean, obviously, a par is still good, but birdies are few and far between. Nari, out of curiosity, what kind of podcasts do you listen to? Because I've never been a big podcast guy. My wife listens to podcasts like all the time, but I don't know. I think it's a focus thing. I think I don't want to listen to podcasts like while I'm working because I just too focused on the words. Extremely firm. That'll play. Like with music, I don't know, it's different with music. Like when I know the lyrics and stuff, it doesn't trigger the same part of the brain, probably because it's in like some sort of long-term memory. But trying to focus on coding and stuff while listening to people talk, Definitely can't do the two very well. Lawson, thank you for the follow. Didn't par, popped and rolled downhill like 13 feet. So you hit it a little firm, is what I'm gathering from this. Hit it a little firm. A little bit to the left, but there should be a big kick up over the hill. All right. We're off to a solid start. But it may not have made it then. Yeah, it's always that balance of like... Always the balance of making a shot and like... Not penalizing yourself too much. There's probably some sort of line that was a little bit softer and a little bit further out. But I feel you, because even in this game I make, you know, I have situations that are similar to that. Alright, we're gonna try and play a cut here. It's got a baby fade on it, and then this wind is gonna ride it out. It didn't get quite far enough to the right. I'm expecting extremely firm to take it far and then release back there. Just didn't quite cut over as much as I needed it to. All right, 54%. Oh, that's firm, Colby. That was not great. That was not great. 3% too hard. It's not really gonna give you a chance. Give and take, Waller? Absolutely. Like, I feel a lot more comfortable at the moment within the, like 15 feet, 20 feet, but once it starts to get further than that, I gotta figure out some better distance control. But at the moment, I just need to get out to the range again. It's been so wet. So wet as of late, and then traveling for the holiday and everything. Just haven't had time. Haven't had time at all. I really thought that the wind was gonna do quite a bit more there. Whew! That almost didn't break. Oh, it's a putt-putt golf with your dad at your old cottage? Hey, whatever works. I wouldn't be blaming it, I'd be thanking it. Being okay at putting can definitely help save you a lot of strokes early on. Because, like, I struggle getting to the green, but you also, once you get to the green, you still got to be able to get things going. Well, that open is less than ideal. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, it's just 60 feet. Only a little bit to go here. Why do I keep hitting it so firm? I did take it back quite a bit, but 62% is still way over. And that's still not even far enough left. Ay, ay, ay. That almost didn't want to go. That almost didn't want to go. Also, we made birdie? Why did I think on... For some reason, one of the holes, I was like convinced that we didn't make it. Like, I was convinced that we had made par already. Hey, what's going on, kids? Alright, so with this shot, we're gonna try and play a little cut. We gotta overpower it. Ooh. We managed it, 103. I don't know that it's enough, though. Yeah. You probably gotta get, like, full 108 if you want to have any chance. But now, extremely firms and very fast, we can probably get some decent stuff going here. It's uphill. I'm gonna go up with one. We're gonna go gap wedge. But it's gotta break a bunch. Now. Did not need to go the extra club, and it skipped over so much of it. Wedge is going way too hard and needing it across the green or falling way short. I definitely struggle with my spin control on wedges. A lot of times they are rolling out a lot more than I want them to. Yeah, that was just a poor chip shot. Really poor chip shot. Don't need a lot of focus, you listen to an audiobook. I'm a little bit annoyed. So last year when I would like mow the yard and stuff, I would listen to an audiobook and like just slowly chip away at it. But I had like an audiobook by chapters that I could just pick up whenever I wanted. Trying to do stuff through the library, and it's like, you have to wait 6 weeks for this book to be available, and then you only get to keep it for a little bit. I'm like, mate, I don't have the time to crank through an audiobook. Like, I just want to listen to it little bits at a time. So I have been no-go on the audiobooks as of late. Oh, that hill didn't quite carry, and then the hill just deaded it. It's all putts. It's all in the putter. What's going on, Dill? Yeah, that's a tough par 3. Like, have to get it back to a better spot to have a chance. A little push, but that should be in play, I hope. 600 plus yard par 5 though into the wind. Like, I don't think we're getting there in 2. Regardless, because that's uphill and then into the wind and back. I mean, we can try and play it to a chip shot again. Got 102. I just don't think into the headwind, even with the extremely firms, we're gonna get that much up, or maybe we are. Because now we've got, look at that, we're going to take advantage of the acceleration in transition from fairway to green, and all of a sudden, that is a magnificent shot. All right, eagle look. 8 feet. Substantial break, though. Substantial break. 45%. Good adjustment. All right, we break the par train, get an eagle, get ourselves a 7 under going out. We'll take that. Mostly finance investment stuff. Dry enough you can re-listen a few times. I definitely listen to my, like, I do watch my fair share of the financial stuff. As boring as that is, shout out Money Guy. Probably the stuff I watch the most in that sector, so to speak. But hey, gotta look out for my future, you know? Gotta look out for my future. Best time to start is right now? Absolutely. All right, come on. We made that made the eagle putt. This is kind of a similar feel, I think. %. Ooh, okay. The movement back to the left. I moved it back to the left. That was not the right call, but we get away with it. Yeah, when I'm working, I've been watching less Twitch recently. I'm not really sure why, but haven't been watching quite as much Twitch while I'm working. Usually putting on music and trying to just have some music in the background, or I will throw on some YouTube stuff here or there. But as funny as it is, for all the video games and stuff that we play, like, I don't really watch gaming YouTube stuff too much. I'll watch Video Game Donkey, like, enjoy Donkey's stuff. Like, his humor is always great. But other than that, like, I really don't watch too much on the gaming front. Watch more, yeah, I guess finance and some golf instructional things. But even the golf instructional stuff is a pretty limited scope. And not even so much like, oh, come on. Don't really watch the, what do you call it? Like, I don't watch any of the normal YouTube golf stuff. Like those guys that are like good or, you know, any of that. I haven't honestly even watched that much golf instructional stuff lately, mostly because, like, the less that I'm able to get out and play, there's no point in watching the instructional stuff because, yeah, it's not gonna do me much good. Hit a good shot, but it's just drawing so much to the left. Not a terrible place to be. I mean, it's a par 5. Extremely firm and extremely fast, so you gotta kind of check it into this hill. Oh, come on. Get in there. I'd stream before bed or catch the VOD from the day before. Rather play the game instead of watching. Back in the day, I was like that, Nari. Back when I was big into Hearthstone, 2015, say. I wasn't watching him on YouTube, but there was a Twitch streamer that I would watch, and I remember he did a 24, and it was mostly because of what the content of the 24-hour stream was. I remember for several days just watching at the 24-hour VOD because they were going like new account to legend in 24 hours, and it was like a competition between two streamers. But I would watch that every day. I mean, for years, I would watch Twitch every day, and I think it's just like, part of it is probably getting older. Probably the other part is like trying to make sure that I'm like getting work done, right? Just like getting promoted to higher positions and such. Yeah, you're just trying to make sure that you're still doing a good job. don't, I don't know. It's maybe a little bit of maturity, but also I feel like the golf scene is not quite what it was in its heyday. I mean, its heyday was very largely fueled by COVID and everybody being home. I think there's a little bit more... I don't want to say it's more fractured. It's more that I think people in general are not spending as much time on Twitch. And so as a result of that, like, you're just not getting the same... same experience. I want to make sure that if anything we're low. Like this one I'm actually not going for the hole out. I'm trying to be pin high low so we have this uphill putt. Which I know very, speaking of maturity, very mature virtual golf decision. And it doesn't matter. Fool. Took a long break from Twitch. Guess kind of detoxed from it. Just stopped caring. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just different things in life cause priorities to shift, and not even always just priorities, but interests, right? Like, I go through changes in interest often. Oh, that's gonna be so bad. I knew I was flirting with it. I thought with 101 I could carry. Really what it came down to. But it's just like, you can spend so much time on Twitch in one, playing one game. You get burned out, you find a different thing that you enjoy, and you can go hard on that, and it's like you get everything. It's almost in a way like binge culture. Uh-oh. That was 2 negatives there. But like with Netflix, right? Just binging shows and things of that nature. I think it's a very similar concept. I don't know why I'm underswinging it. Really would have appreciated 2% more there. But you can do it with the game, with the community. Like, you can just soak it in. You're watching it and playing it all the time, and then next thing you know, it's like, all right, I'm not really feeling that anymore.
Same. TBH with regards to losing interest in new hobbies. Hope baby numero dos and the rest of the fam are doing well as Kolb's comfy.
Going on, Luke. Lucas! How you doing, dude? Welcome back. Thank you for choosing to use your Prime here. Thank you for 15 months. I hope you enjoy your faces once more. Baby's doing well. Baby is already maybe causing some troubles, if you will. just in that she's ahead of the curve in some things. So how does it even lip at that speed? I mean, actually, how does it lip at that speed? But yeah, I mean, losing interest in hobbies, like, I still enjoy golf, right? I enjoy IRL golf. I still enjoy virtual golf, but the virtual golf does not hit the same way that it used to, right? That much is very certain. Lovely. Only got 101. But we get extremely firm on the fairway is nice. The Iron King, hello. How's it going? But yeah, I think the thing I've struggled with over the years is when an interest starts to fade is kind of trying to force something to take its place. Dang. And that's unhealthy in its own right, because if you try and force something to take its place, like, I just feel like it's never going to fit as well as you want it to. Like, I remember when I was coming out of I was getting burned on Dark Souls at the time, and we were trying different things. Like, I remember, you know, it's like you commit to everything, and then you get it in your head of like, oh, I'm gonna, when we do XYZ with this, and I'm gonna keep playing it. It's like, you start putting the cart before the horse. It's like, can't be doing that. Really gotta stop this whole 98% thing. Don't get me wrong, that works, but I really gotta stop underhitting it, because that's not at all what I'm trying to do. Okay, well, we're in there with a 13 on the first round. It seems like there were a lot of low scores out there, but I don't know, 13 also doesn't... I feel like when you're that much into the double digits, if you can repeat it, we should be okay. I don't foresee that the cut line is going to be in the mid to upper 20s, but I don't know. Yeah, proximity just wasn't as good for the amount of greens we found. And the longest putt we made was 12 feet, so like, missed one from there, and then we missed 7 from outside. Yeah, we just, like usual, can't make putts. But like, what else is new? What Football Manager has done for you? You haven't played a console game in a while now. I think you're PSN right now, and you don't even care to reset. Well, Lucas, you're in luck, because actively people are trying to protest Sony because of their shenanigans with trying to get rid of discs and all of that. So, you know, just keep playing Football Manager and don't resub on PSN and I mean, given the way that everything is cross-platform, and I haven't, with this generation, seen how things are different with PSN, I mean, I might go PC for the next game. I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. We'll see what Sony does in the next number of months. Alright, give me like, give me 2 minutes. We'll clear out the pre-rolls, and then we will dive into round 2, and then we'll see if we made the cut, and we'll take things from there. Appreciate you guys being here. BRB. pads. All right, we are back. Let's fix that on up. All right, what do they got for us for round 2? Tips, high winds, very firm, extremely fast. Alrighty, less bouncy, more rolly. Got it. Got it. Everybody's favorite. Honestly, I'm just thinking back to that one par 3. Like, I should have just freaking made sure that I was carrying. I'm really on this 98% swing right now. Gotta just complete the swing a little bit. Just a little bit, not a lot of bit. Just enough. 50 degree. It should still take a pretty decent amount here. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those ones you don't want to be too short. There we go. Got the 100% swing. Perfect. Just how you draw it up. Now let's just do that for 17 more holes. Well, actually, let's do it for 53 more holes, but yeah, one step at a time, I suppose. Kick right, please. That'll play. That'll play. I've never gotten into any of those manager games, though. I think I have maybe 1 or 2 football manager games because they were free at one point or another. I did... A number of years ago, I was gifted for Christmas, I think from my in-laws or something, at the recommendation of my wife, F1 Manager, but it was never a game I brought to stream, and so then I just ended up never playing it. Well, I played like a few minutes of it, but maybe did like a race. That's an even worse underswing, and it was open. So bad. So bad. It's also so much break. So much break. Okay, so you're putting it up the hill with break. It's turning. Okay, that's not how I saw it in my head at all. 23 and 24 were free at one point, maybe older ones too. You started with 23, bought 26 this past winter, and that was a mistake. Game is awful. Going back to 24 and still loving it. How much do those games have in terms of like mod ability? Like it, or is it, because if they have yearly ones, I would imagine that rosters change and stuff, or I guess the rosters probably don't even really matter. Let me see, what ones I have. Yeah, Football Manager 24 and 22 are the two that I have. They were both free on Epic at some point or another. So a lot of times I'll pick up games that are anything that I guess I think I would have the remotest chance of playing. Realistically, though, I will probably never play. I don't really... That's a splash shot. Okay. I can't say that I really understand quite how I should have played that. I mean, I guess I didn't think it was going to carry deep. That's for certain. This is so weird. %74 underswing. You got it! You got it, Chief. It's really hard to make partial swings when they're just awkward. We're gonna make bogey, got it. All right, fun. Base game is virtually no logos, player faces, etc., but lots of logos and face packs. Other mods make the game much more realistic. Yeah, I know I've seen, like, was it Out of the Park Baseball is probably the big baseball one that I've seen. You got Football Manager. I know there's F1 Manager. Inside. Oh boy, that does not bode well. I've double crossed it the other way. And so after all that, we'll have this for birdie. Oh, boy. After all that, we'll have this for birdie. Okay. I suddenly can't buy a swing. So on Navstar. See, after a long time, I have been away for a long time, yeah. We took a little over 3 months off for paternity leave. Now we are back at it again. There we go. Straight into the bunker. No, covered it. Thought the mods and custom packs wouldn't play it. Game saving in terms of immersion. I mean, it makes sense, right? I mean, there's a certain level of bare bonesness you can get away with if the gameplay is good, right? I mean, the golf games are like the PGA 2K games are a good overall example of that. But at a certain point, like, you do still want it to look pretty. 99, 202. 90. It's a nice ball flight. It's gonna kick a little to the right, but if it settles here. Okay, let's get ourselves back on track. We birdied the first, and it has not been good since. 3025 launched at the end of 23, if you're not wrong, on YouTube. I mean, that sounds about right, and we still stream on YouTube, but Twitch has been our home for... Twitch has been our long time home. In the time that I was away, we actually have crossed our 10-year mark of streaming on Twitch, which is honestly pretty crazy to think about at this point. Like, just how long it has been since we started streaming, but also just like how much life has happened since we've started streaming as well. Yeah. Graduated college, gotten married, moved a few times, had a couple of kids. You know, life just keeps on moving. Name was Chitty Coco. It rings a bell. It rings a bell. Obviously, lots of names and lots of time, so it's hard to pin everything down, but definitely ringing some bells. Play as big of a fade as we can. Wind's gonna hold it. And you just gotta hope that it can get to the right. Missed the ridge. Crazy how much that wind actually just doesn't allow you. That's crazy. The wind just does not let you freaking turn that cut over. It holds it out so much. There's so much break at the ends of this thing. Oh, I hit it over 4%. So it's just hit it through all of the break. Oh boy. 40%. I can't read breaks for my life. Keep making the wrong adjustments. That was really poor though. That was really poor. Got a 3-year-old and a 3-month-old. So life is in full chaos mode at the moment. Okay, can we play this backstop? That's the goal here, is to the nice cut back into this corner. Oh no, it's gonna kick too hard left. Need that to be just a little bit to the right so that it could take the right ridge and then funnel back, but we just missed it. That's not gonna be enough. Well, make a good adjustment for once. Nope. It's painful. It's painful. Used to look more happy before. I mean, I can't make putts. I'm pretty content for being honest. I'm pretty content. Just can't make putts at the moment, so you know, it is what it is. If we were draining putts and we were scoring in droves, then I'm sure we would be the biggest of smiles. These are always so tough. Try and play the little draw. Try and run this. Try and run this out. It's like you land it short and hope that you get the right kick. It just bounces through everything. Not like terrible. Just hangs out to the right. It's like trying to curl it back left side is so tough, because now look at where we're at. I mean, now we've got just full on side hill. I mean, there's a certain point at which you put it close all the time and eventually they're just gonna start going in, right? Right? At a certain point? Hey, what's going on, Liam? Yeah, I've known Hemo for 9 years, almost 10 years, I think, at this point. Pretty crazy that I've known people that long on the internet. Hey, thanks, Liam. Yeah, top 6, and I just... telling you, man, if I could putt... I mean, it's the same thing this week, it's the same thing as the past couple of years. If I could ever putt, we could put ourselves up there close to a win. Like, my ability to put the ball in the hole once I get on the green is just atrocious. Absolutely criminal. Absolutely criminal. I shot 58 last week. 58 under. Come on, man. Just can't. They just don't want to drop. They just don't want to drop. That's like not something that then just oozes confidence, you know? It's not something that oozes confidence. That didn't cut. Have to super flop it. The downhill slope is too... this is Legend, Sir Salt. This is Legend. Technically, it's on 1.58 multiplier. It's a custom Legend setting. I guess we just try and... I pushed it. I say, I guess we try and cut the gap here, which would have let us get at the green in 2, but the problem is now that we're out of the dirt, this thing's probably gonna carry like 130 if we tried to do that, so. Let's try and give ourselves a wedge, I suppose. It's actually pretty tight if I do that. Gotta control the spin here. Ball's above our feet. That wind we gotta be aimed to the right. Oh, still gonna miss it left. Didn't control the spin well enough. I thought I was gonna roll all the way away. to be honest. Like, I thought it was going way, way back. Best IRL game ever, GSR. Get in there, man. Love to hear it. Try 87? Heck yeah, dude. Is that your first sub 90 or just taking a stroke or two off of the personal best? Either way, I mean, I'd love to have that. Had a competition on Sunday? How'd that go? You guys all out here playing your best and playing competitions and stuff. I just want to get out there and play, but it's been wet. I don't even need to get out to the course at this point. Just let me on the range. It's not good. Okay. I think we are perfectly equipped to hit out of here. He's got the right stance. Beautiful. Yips for a month? Your first competitive outing since contracting such a condition? Not the yips. The yips are no bueno. Four over with two birds? Get in there. A lot of squares? I like to color my squares in, personally. That's the fun way to do it. I don't know why I even bother trying to aim my putts, because I can't putt. Alright, well this round has really gone poorly. So we went from like, yeah, just do the same thing 2 rounds in a row to I'm probably gonna miss the cut now. So that's really cool. Tied for 6 to miscut. Get my demo mark right back. I mean, to be fair though, it's one of those things like I realistically shouldn't be in plat the way that we putt. Naturally, we're gonna make that one. Shot 22 under. Yeah, I mean, we've got 2 bogeys and I haven't been able to putt like at all. We've also started to miss some inputs, and not only that, but just completely misplay shots. So that certainly has not been a help. Like, this should go long and then spin it back. Not as long as I was hoping, so hopefully the spin back is reasonable. It plays. Alright, let's see if we can salvage these last couple of holes. There's a par 5 here and then a par 4. We're at 19. If we can get into the 20s, I'll feel decent. Because then at least we're double digits per round, so that should be an okay-ish place to be. I drew it too much, and I think that's gonna go bunker. Back down. Why are you trying to hit an 8-iron approach 12 yards? Let's be at least a little bit reasonable here, can we? Can we now? Should have just hit it 100%. Should have hit it 100%. Okay. It's a save, that's what matters. I just don't think that I could have gone with the 56 degree there. I think that would have lipped. But yeah, I don't know if it's like I had no care. There was definitely just like a, I don't know, I think I started to play a little bit fast. Like we kept missing putts, and I think I just allowed that to start affecting the flow of everything else. Because it's definitely not a good feeling when it's just like nothing will go. Which I know is like a lot of the time that we play is how it is, but still one of those things that like I need to be mindful of so that we can hit good shots and give ourselves the opportunity to make a putt. Right? Because like this is 13 feet. This is a putt that we most times should make. But for whatever reason, like I just really, really struggle with it. Strong finish. We had the bogey. Only 8 under. 2 bogeys overall. We're 21 through 2. Are we going to make the cut? Are we going to make the cut is the big old question here. Oh. We're tied for 30th. So I think we're we're back. Back! Round 3, here we go. I've been contemplating. I know that the mid-rolls are technically better for the stream, but I don't know. Very high, extremely firm, fast. I can't help but think that I want to stop doing them and go back to the pre-rolls. But I don't know. It's mostly because taking the breaks. Sometimes I just don't want to take the breaks, but I don't want people to miss parts of the stream because ads just pop up in the middle of conversation. Like, I know how much I hate that from a viewing perspective, like just being in a conversation with somebody and then poof, there's just a ton of ads playing. So like, it's like I hate it myself, so I don't want to do it to people, but sometimes I also just hate taking the break. You know, unfortunately, I have to play this like a chip, and the chips have not been going great. Where I have to play this chip like a putt, and the putts have not been going great. Words are hard. Words are hard. I apologize. English is my first language. Get away with one there. For sure. For sure. Lots of wind. Lots and lots and lots of wind. Like, we're playing 17 miles an hour. Oh boy. Cut this 5-iron. Well, I'm disappointed, because I think that could have been good. Closed it. Still short, actually. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? We made a putt. Oh dear. Come on. Oh man, the wind is playing so strong. The wind is playing so strong. I clubbed up with the choke and still short. Okay, ball below the feet. I actually don't think you need to... The upslope is not crazy. Okay. Alrighty then. Note taken for the way that the wind is playing. it a little bit open, but it might be alright. Can we do something with it though? Because we get 384, now we're only 250. It's freaking extremely firms. Extremely firms, but if I hit it here, it's not gonna go. So we're like... It's below the feet. I need it to be... Okay, there's the 96% partial, just the wind is too much. Oh! Sideways! And we're in a different bunker. Okay. Just do that instead, uh-huh. I think pitching wedge pick, we're probably below the... Well, you know what? Below the hole is okay. It's not below the hole. That releases. Bounce and release up a hill. But you know what, we'll take birdie. We'll take it. Anything with the circle, just give it to me. I guess if this is the Scottish Open, then that means that the Open is next week. And yeah, if we're not playing, you need to be a good putter any week, but you really want to be a good putter on that sort of stuff. So yeah, that would be not a great sign for things to come if I had to make a wager. I'm certainly not the gambling type to make a wager, but if I were, I would say the putting is definitely not a good sign of things to come. But I suppose when has it ever been? When has it ever been a strong point? I must sound like the biggest broken record. People must at this point just be like, can the guy shut up? We get it. He sucks at putting. He always has. Like, just stop talking about it. I'm sorry. What else do you want from me? Oh great, now he's talking to himself. He's becoming self-aware. Self-aware, self-conscious? I guess it depends on how you look at it. A lot of wind. You probably still need to... full send it. No, I didn't, actually. Fine where I was. Extremely firms are quite the thing, huh? Hey, we're making a few putts at the moment. Always how it goes, right? once you really start to complain about it, then it starts to go well. And you're like, where have you been? Okay, of course it's not going to stay on the grid. I thought for a moment, like, oh yeah, of course this one will stay on the grid. Okay, we're going to learn from this. We know it's going to roll out. I'm going to take one less club. One less lonely club. Let's see. And it's going to, as we envision this here, we're going to, first off, envision where the ball is relative to our feet. I think it's a little low. Extremely firms. So it's actually going to skip through a lot of it, only to roll at the end. So naturally, I pull it closed, and I don't get to see exactly how it would have fared, but it's a birdie, and I think we played that right in general. Had the right club. Okay. Lots of movement left. That's the way this is gonna go. And then I don't really know how you stop it. I think you just kind of, it's one of those hit and hope par threes. My favorite part is misreading it still so far to the left. I find great joy in that. Well, it's a green and reg, so I guess I got that going for me. That's even, if that's even considered any sort of win. Well, you know, chances were low. Chances were low. All right, well, we piped the power drive. This should get us down a good ways. 318 in the air. We're gonna get a lot of rollout here. All right, into the 370s. So we got 258 to go. So we're looking at going for this thing in two. There's a backstop. I think, and I know I need to play more. Just given the way that we missed that last one, I gotta play this sucker way out here. Play the hybrid, let it run back. There's a backstop. Oh, we're feeding? Get left. Get left. Okay, we learned. We are learned. We've paid attention to what the course has given us. And we've cashed it in for an eagle. Now, that's the right way to go about that. Right? Like, we knew how we missed the par 3. We had a backstop to work with, but we, you know, get your angles right. Get your angles right, execute your shot. Profit. Now, if only I could have many of my shots within a round be variants of a shot that I have seen prior. That would be most useful. Yeah, I really expect that to carry further, and I don't know why I do. Oh, he's walking it? Low. He's walking it low. Yeah, we were talking about what could they improve in 2K27. What am I looking forward to? If they could stop giving me the fake out animation, can we just get rid of that? Starting to hurt my feelings a bit. I suppose there's a sense of realism. You know, you think it's going in and then it doesn't, but... Okay, that was rude. Keep playing those and just... Those diagonal in-cutting wins. I have not gotten the distance adjustment correct for it, and I've been short every time. I think with the way this plays into the wind... I think I have to be somewhere. Ah, no, the wind is gonna take it. It's hard. I didn't want to play too far left and then like the wind just not take it back. Tough with those side hill lies like that. $57%. Watch the camera turn in your head and slow creeps at the end of this putt. No, it did. I'm trying to paint a picture that does not exist. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. A tight gap. Not really want to... That's classifying as a bunker shot. Surely nothing... Surely nothing will go wrong here. Come on, give me a little bit release to the right. That recovery certainly plays. On these shorter putts, I'm trying to be a little bit more aggressive and decisive, all in the same go. Oh, this is awkward to say the least. We're online. Let's go straight at it. Man, oh man, oh man. Bounce is huge, especially with the tailwind and everything. Big stuff. Big stuff. Okay, this is one where distance-wise, I think with the varies gonna be a bit long, so we gotta try and like fade it up against this. Ultimately, I don't think is actually gonna do much. Yeah, because it immediately turns over. So like, yeah, not sure how much of anything that helps. You have to play like a crazy amount of fade, and I even think with that much wind, you're just never actually... I think you're never actually overcoming it. Not gonna. And it's just like that. I'm assuming the little bit of overpower, but it just didn't move quite back at the end. And we had a good first round. I don't know if it was just locked in or what, but you know, people are definitely scoring here, and we're certainly not having as good of a go at it. It's okay to a certain degree. I think sometimes wedges really confuse me on these green speeds. Or not green speeds, these wind speeds. The wedges I still think want to move quite a bit more and they don't. %. Come on, man. Really? Those are the ones that you like, you just have to try and die them, but... Oh, that was so bad. I could feel my thumb snap over on that. Lucky to still be in the fairway. Maybe playing... Yeah, I can't get it in two. I say we're gonna be playing a huge fade regardless of what we play here. I don't know, sometimes I like overcomplicate the way that shots need to be. Probably just some conditions and things that I'm not as familiar as I need to be. think because I played the cut, it didn't take... I was playing another 10 yards off of it. Would have been pin high. We're still gonna be low from that angle? Okay, good. Good! Not low. I mean, it's definitely a bit more on the confusing side, some of the putts that we've made versus the ones that we've missed, but I suppose often is the game of golf that way. Play this high wedge with spin, even though it's got a tailwind, so I should be able to get some zipperoo back on it. Hey, what's going on, Roto? Good to see you as well. We're back at Platt. Last week we played well. This week, not as much, but you know, we're out here trying our best. We're out here trying our best. I think we made the cut, so that's all I could hope for. Alright. Alright. It's like probably just holding steady at the like midfield. Not really making a move up. Hopefully not making too big of a move down. See how we can bring this thing home. Tips very high, extremely firm, is very fast. So this has just been, yeah, this is gonna be what next week is like. This is what next week is gonna be like, ain't it? Links Golf, so they're gonna make everything firm and fast and terrible. But is what it is. I mean, it's all, just gotta use it all as practice. Anytime things aren't going your way, we just gotta keep trying to use it as practice. I mean, sometimes you still get them right. So I think the plan is, let me check the poll. Unless anything crazy happens overnight, I think we're gonna be playing DK Bonanza tomorrow. I mean, there is the off chance that it's Lies of P. But right now it's seeming like Monkey is trending. Not the... It's definitely a miss that I've been having on the power drive, but we might get away with a big kick to the right here. Doesn't quite get back to the fairway, but can indeed work with that. Just play it out to the right, I guess. Hit the fairway, so it took a completely different bounce than if it landed, oh, I don't know, an inch further. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. 47%. think on the downhill putts, if I just took like a click off of it, I would miss those. I would take those high side, barely missing it ones and sink them. I feel like not much I could do with this one other than land it close to the front of the green and take it wherever it stops. Alright, down the hill, and it's just this beginning part. So I actually want to hit this probably firmer. To make it straighter. Like in a lot of those other ones I've been misreading, like just take the downhill ones off a little bit. That one, because it's just the one bead that I want to make sure we hit through. Can we get away with the push again? Nope. Kind of. It's light rough, it's just too far. Especially because I don't think... Oh, I can power approach it. Do I need to? Got a pretty good lie. Extremely firms. I'm not going to power approach. I'm just gonna like... slightly overpower it. Pushed it again. Surely that's also in the bunker. Nope. I can tell you this much. Did not need... With all of that going on, did not need to overpower it. Extremely firms. Okay, we're gonna go just regular chip. Feels like with all the firmness and everything, I don't know, this feels like too much. Not really sure. Extremely maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. What I do know is that we're gonna get some big kicks before it starts to roll. So I only need to be like up here. Nope, needed the extra club. Extra club was actually necessary. It's like it just put the handbrake on. It's absolutely the handbrake. Disappointing par 5. Very disappointing. Par 5. Par 5. Words are hard. Words are hard yet again. The irony will be that we get DQ'd from this tournament. And then it'll go back to the conversation about how inputs versus scores. But I actually don't think our inputs have been that good this tournament. Okay. Every other, you go on a little like 9 under kind of round. It's not the best, but you know, this tournament hasn't been the best either. Definitely letting the misses fly a bit much here. Should have lofted it, I guess. Trying to play the cut to like play around that, but apparently there was no good way to avoid. Partial socks. I can't talk at all. Partial socks now is where we're at. I was gonna say partial shots can kick rocks, but too late. Too late. Partial socks it is. He's gonna miss just short and left. I got there. Alright, well I said about every other. Now I'm gonna need an eagle to reconcile the bogey. See, like, does it ever make sense? Does it ever make sense to overpower that? This feels like dumb. Yep. Because that window is so tight, and I knew I snapped it, but you're just dead when you manipulate the shot that much. Very, very, very boneheaded. I mean, now I'm not even like thinking about things. We're just picking shots and hitting them, and not good for anybody. Quad perfect. That means I'm gonna miss low. Streamer, how did you know you're going to miss low? Because the game doesn't like me. It's not that I'm playing for some sort of, oh, I'm going to overhit it or over the. No, it's just if I hit all quads, as of late, it means I'm just going to miss it barely. Such is life. Ball's going to travel just a little left. Gonna take the kick up the hill. I mean, now it's just wait and see. Kick to the right, over the hill, feed to the right. Keeps rolling. Keeps rolling. Okay, okay. Wowee! I don't know. If we have my wife redress my character, I feel like I need to keep the open outfit, just given that we're gonna play the open next week. It would feel dishonorable. Feel dishonorable to remove it. I do not have the timing. Do not have the timing for the 108. Not have the timing for the 108. I try. End up with 101 to 103. There was one period of time where like we had, and that period of time honestly may have been like the first day or two back. I don't know. There was some point in time where like all of a sudden I could just hit 106, 108. And I was like, huh. But now that timing is gone because timing is finicky and I never actually had it, so I don't get to keep it. Big ol' kick. Big ol' kick. Getting those left to right, like, tailwinds like that is, I find very challenging. I also find this very challenging because it's gonna take a huge kick. Yeah. Now it's gonna want to roll a little bit. I don't know. You try and sit it down nicely. Honestly, not in a terrible spot, but definitely just that conceptually. Now, I ended up playing more of a draw there, which is not what I wanted, so that probably didn't help. It's like you do want to control that flight a little better. If I take the hybrid, I'm not in great shape. I also can't seem to fade it that much, so that tells me I'm on a pretty above my feet lie. It's like that you're gonna try and cut it, but it already wants to go left, and the wind is gonna blow it left. But it's a 3-wood, so you can't sit it down, so. Haha! You're just on the green, but long ways away. Okay, down the hill. Take a little bit off because we've been missing otherwise. I think it's left to right in here, honestly. I don't think a ton, but I think there's a little left to right in it. It's gonna curl back here, then ride back right to left. Come on, man. I think the frustrating thing is like watching the amount that people mishit inputs and still make putts, and I'm out here like, doesn't matter what I do. They're just around the edge. But alas, it It is what it is, and I should have taken more club because that lie angle into the wind. I hate this game. I hate it. What do you want from me, man? What do you want from me? I need 2K27 to have a perk that helps my putting. I know that means that everybody else will have a perk that helps their putting, but I'm desperate. Really just be like the help, I need somebody help. That's how I feel. Well, we're at 41. Can we close out strong? They really know how to, like, put the wins. They really know how to put these wins. Just make them a complete pain in the butt. Pick left. I mean, that's as good as I can hit it there, and it's still 17 feet away. This is round 4, Steve. I'm pretty sure we made the cut. Just overall been a tough go on the greens for me this week. Those are big putts coming down the stretch here. Trying to salvage this final round as far as our overall position is concerned. 576 with the tailwind. I think given the firmness of everything, we just have to play it kind of over this portion. Try and make sure we still find fairway. Because I could power drive, but I think power drive would take us into the crap, which is definitely not where we want to be. It's hard because you didn't want to play too far right because that ridge in the front part of the green is kind of awkward. $52. Dang. Almost. It's just, yeah. It's the story of the missed putts, for sure. Still a birdie, but you know you're trying to roll that eagle home. All right, one final approach shot. Trying to play a big cut here and run the choked 6 up. It might be too short, but I was hoping with the very firms and the speeds that I could maybe get it to chase. But alas, it was not meant to be. All right, 44 it is. Went out in 13, did not come home the last few rounds as well as I would have liked to. But I guess we had a better weekend than we did going out, right? We went out in 21, came home in 23. I don't know, just a struggle. Just a struggle on the, I think mostly on the putter. I know that our ball striking did go off a bit. Well, let's see here. Yeah, I mean, Gers and proximity are just like okay, but 40% long putts, I think largely aided by the last round. I went 7 of 14. Because we were right on the 40s, and then we were in the 30s for the first 2 rounds. So we'll see how we fare against the entirety of the competition. Maybe we can take a quick peek at where we sat overall on these. 87.5 I don't think is actually that bad. Top 15 greens in regulation. But the one putt percentage, 61%, falls off substantially. It's not even gonna give me an accurate number. 40% long. It's just, it's 15 to 20% off the pace. I mean, looking at those numbers, like, it's definitely not the worst. A few bogeys in there too were real dumb. So let's see, if we look at the leaderboard as it stands. 26th, you take away the bogeys, it's only going to move us up a few spots. Yeah. It's alright. It is what it is. It is what it is. This is, yeah, I can't expect to come back and play like we did every... Can't repeat last week every week, you know. 20 or T6, especially coming off of as long of a time away as we did, you just can't expect it all the time. Just can't expect it all the time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I think, let me take one last gander at the poll in Discord. As it stands, Donkey Kong Bonanza is happening tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. Appreciate you guys being here and hanging out, and I will see you all next time.